So, did you know that in order for a human being to truly practice discernment, right, which is clear judgment, first of all, it needs to go under a process of unveiling, right? And this is why we are experiencing the dark night of the soul. Um, in order for a human being to truly be unveiled, it needs to go through a process of going into their underworld, right? Where they're gonna have to face all the imbalances within them, which is, you know, they are created based on the human, the person uh, judgment, right? It is through our judgment that we create, because our judgment is what drives our actions, the things we do, the things we not do, the things we're saying, yeah. And so, in order for a person to truly gain balance, it needs to utilize and embody the virtue of mercy and the virtue of severity. And that is just correspondence, because you can see how the divine, God, the universe, or however you want to call it, divinities, or the mother, right, utilizes these virtues, right? Well, how? Well, here we are, cause and effect, right? We are responsible for all of the things we create, and we are always creating through our thoughts, our words, that then become the actions we take, you see? And so, here on the spiritual community, we speak about discernment a lot, but in true, right, it really does require a lot of self reflection in order for a person to truly get there. Because, we had been blasted by conditionings and programmings, in this world, and all of the things that they had been passed to us, right, by our family, and everything we saw and experienced at school, and all of these things, right? So our environment. So, humanity carries a lot of imbalances. And we're talking about the two pillars, right? And so, masculine and feminine. Um, and we are being called to come into a place of balance, okay? So, it's important to find how these imbalances, right, affect our lives. When we are when we are not there yet, right, we struggle with understanding creation. But why there's so much suffering? Why is it that I'm a good person and all of these things happens to me? And why there are bad person and all of those good things happen to them? That's the kind of thing, because that's the judgment, right? The person is judging themselves, the world, others, and situations from places where there is a lot to unpack out there. It depends really on the person and the situations, you see. We have to understand that, how we utilize mercy and severity is impacting our children. And that's something so very important to pay attention to, because of the imbalances within the feminine and the masculine is that here we are, you guys, right? Here we are, right, with the struggles. And so, first and everything, we have to go through a process of introspection and navigating the underworld. And then we have to move through moving towards the changes, which is to truly embody change and to start to embody divine virtues, right? But first we have to overcome, which is victory, right? Victory over animalistic desires, victory over self-limiting beliefs, victory over the conditionings and our fears and all of these things, you see. Now, I would like to just like use some kind of example so that you guys understand even more how like these imbalances impact us, right? Um, so so I am a mother, right? And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. But this is what happens, right? You have a child. When you have a child, and you are acting from a place of imbalance, then you can be a lot in just the pillar of mercy, okay? And so how you can be treating the kid is like this is when the divine feminine is acting from a place of fear, right? From a place where she is self-sacrificial, from a place where she is overprotecting and over mothering the child. And so what happens? That impacts the child, right? Because then the child struggles with becoming someone who is independent, someone who can provide and attend to their own needs and all of that, you see? And so when we have like the hand only of love and compassion, right? Which is one pillar. Now, hear me out. My idea of love and kindness might not be the same one as yours. Why? Because at the end of the day, right, here we are. Everything is how we're gonna judge things, how we're gonna embody love and kindness, right, is gonna be once again based on our belief system. And so if your belief system of love is always saying yes to your child, not using the hand of severity to say no, no, señor, no, my love, no, honey, no. In this house, you have to respect, and you must respect mom and dad, and this is not how you speak to me. And that right there is different, right? But here we have imbalances where the mother, the father, right? We're talking about humans here, all right? Then we have where the mother, the father are out of balance, and now they are, let's say that they are afraid to speak to their children because what happens? The mom, the dad have terrible stories when they were children too, and maybe they experience a lot of harsh discipline, and they were overprotected, and mom said no all the time out of her idea of love. And here we are. Here we have all of these messes. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Right? And so another example is when severity, right, is expressed, in a way where it's all discipline and it's harsh discipline. The person becomes very forceful. It's very rigid. There's a lot of rigidity. It becomes cold. This is where the person it's just like doesn't have a space for mistakes or it's all about you need to do this and this is how it is because life is so hard and I'm doing all of the things for you and you have to do this and all about that. Like it's just like this idea of discipline that what is lacking loving compassion, right? It's lacking understanding, which is another virtue. So what I'm talking about, the pillars, I'm talking about embodiment of divine virtues, right? And how to properly use these virtues to then act from a place of the middle pillar, which is balance. And so it requires, right, a human being to go through a process of unveiling, for a process of releasing and shredding in order to come back here where I have now gained the capacity to practice discernment, because we can have people talking about I practice my discernment. We do all these things as humans. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just speaking. I've been there too, where I think that this is the clear judgment, and it's not. My discernment was twisted because I was not seeing one thing. Maybe I was very rigid. And so when I'm rigid and my hair no severity is very rigid, then I cannot see others. I don't want to listen to people. I have the need to be right. It is this way, my way, and no other way. You see what I mean? Or I be on my family, which is crying, she's scared. Oh my God, I'm always worried, right? Because my idea of love and kindness is coming based on my experience with my mom. And so I'm now being my mom. And so I, might not judge something and so hear me out, is where we go into helping people, right? We go into helping people, and we might believe that we are providing exactly the help, they need, but we are not. We're just opposed, right? How we are helping them is coming from a place, right, from where we are just projecting our own idea of what they need. When the pillar of mercy and severity is not used proper, then we are imbalanced within our judgment, and we struggle with truly understanding that the person is going through some lessons, and that maybe, yes, we have the things to go and fix their life. We can do it. Let's say it's a person and they need money, right? But what if that person has been living their life disempowered all their life? What if that person is that child inside of a human, grown-ass human, and now is always depending on people to fix their lives and to give them money? And true, this is how twisted this get. We have grown-ass men or women, and they truly believe that it's their moms and dads' responsibility to be always there fixing their life and giving them. And a lot of times it's money, money, money. Come and fix my life, send them money, oh my God. Or here they show up with, with children, and here we have the grandmother, right, grandma or grandpa, right, having to get another job, and then all of the things, because now everybody's living in the same house. And now it's just grandma and grandpa and 3 more kids. And so this is the bigger picture. This is not a judgment, but this needs to be said, because for the next generations, it's our responsibility to gain this spiritual understanding. Why is humanity where it is? Why are things out there that we're like, why is all of these things happening to me? It is all happening to all of us because we are here for growth, evolution, transformation, and wisdom. You see? We as mothers and fathers, we as people, we have to gain true harmony and balance. We need to work through gaining discernment, because our choices, our decisions are going to impact the life of our children. Our children need a structured routine. They need to be empowered. They need to learn people's skills. They need to be exposed to some boo-boos. They're going to be playing soccer. They're going to get beat up a little, some boo-boos. We need to be there. You know what I mean? They need love, kindness, compassion, and understanding, but coming from a place of empowering them, accountability, processing emotions, going into the body, clear communication. So here we have masculine and feminine working together with 3 eyes, not just 2. So now I'm practicing discernment so that I can be there for my child, how he truly needs me. Yes. It's very easy to act out of alignment because of our past experiences, because we didn't have mercy and severity, or we only have one or the other, we didn't have any. And so here we are now, and we become caretakers, and we just don't know, we believe we're doing all of the correct things, but at the end of the day, we're just like passing imbalances onto our families, onto our children. You see? And so before making choices and decisions, sit with yourself. Critical thinking, bigger picture thinking. Ask yourself, what is it exactly that my child needs, that I need, that my husband needs? We have a lot of women out there momming their men. We have a lot of men being daddies to their wife. We have all these imbalances, you guys. Yeah. We have children controlling their moms and dads. Like, I've seen it. I babysit. So, bigger picture thinking. When someone comes to you, ask yourself, what is exactly the help this person needs? Because sometimes what the person needs is to go through a lesson by themselves, and they have to, so that they can see that they have the capacity to move forward, because we all do. We all do. All right, guys. I love you. Peace and love. See you next time.